like somebody to plan something like this as crazy as.
Okay, we're going to leave this right now, Jack, because we have this scene in Watertown.
Yeah, something's going on, but something's been going on a regular basis since early this morning. Sarah Kanji is there, and a lot of activity in the last few minutes. We'll get to her in just a second or two as soon as we can get communication.
Jack, can you hear me,
Yes,
Jack?
hear you loud and clear. Go ahead, Sarah.
I'm staying out of the picture frame so you can see what's going on. And you're right, there's been a lot of activity, surges of activity now and again throughout the day here in Watertown. This neighborhood, though, was the focus much earlier this morning, and suddenly in the last 5 or 10 minutes, a huge number of SWAT teams have shown up, and they have fanned out. One group went into a cultural center, and now, as you see, these other teams are moving back into this neighborhood again. That was the focus much earlier this morning. It was very active this morning, and then it just became very silent, and now, as you see, lots of police have shown up. These police officers from around the state, and these SWAT teams, as you can see, their guns are out. I'm not exactly sure what they're doing. They seem to be approaching another home as if to enter that home. But we have seen scenes like this throughout the day here in Watertown, where there are moments of intense police activity. As you can see, William, can you turn to the right? You can see they're about to enter a home. It looks as though there is a shield. They're entering the home behind a shield there. Now, they have been going door to door to Watertown residents throughout the day to check. You can see people are exiting with a little child. Many of the residents have told me that they are more than willing to have their homes searched. Although it is a bit scary, they are comforted with the police presence that's been here throughout the day. Still, many of the residents say, despite how eerie and scary it has been throughout the day, they are comforted. They feel safe by the police presence, and they feel it is the least that they can do to help in the search for the Marathon suspect, for the suspect in the Marathon bombing. Further down the street, again, the police have fanned out around this neighborhood. And this neighborhood was the focus
Sarah?
this morning. It's been hard to get. Yes.
I'm just going to interrupt you just for a moment, just to explain to our viewers, we've cut away from that picture of the front of the home where you're looking right now. We want you to continue to describe it for us, but we are cutting away because we don't want to give away any positioning of SWAT teams or what's going on exactly in front of that home that we were looking at. So we're looking at another picture of officers on the street. And have we lost Sarah? Or are you still there? Okay. All right. Sarah is going to be there monitoring the situation. We don't want to broadcast live that neighborhood or what is happening with that search of that home. But Sarah was in the midst of telling us that we have seen these bursts of activity throughout the way. There she is now. Sarah, can you tell us what you're looking at? Because we're looking at many more vehicles coming into the area.
Well, the folks, the residents of that home have all come out onto the front steps and out on their porch. There's another smaller child there as well. And now the SWAT members are retreating. However, the residents are still out on the front steps. It does seem that the police officers, their general demeanor is not as intense or excited. And I'm imagining if there was a real threat to the